All right, welcome back. Here we go. One more time. Because why not? There's so many video game music out there that one has to wonder, why would anybody ever stop doing this? Video games are, well, let's see. Video game music is a thing since, well, not the Atari, probably from the NES. Yes. Formally, you could say from the NES era. So we have roughly more than 40 years of worthy of video game music and counting. How could you ever run out of music to listen to from video games? It's just kind of crazy, isn't it? So we have a bunch of music that we still have to listen to. Old, not so old, new, and coming. That's right. All right. Well, let me tell the people in Discord and threads, sorry, on Instagram, that we are actually live. Okay. I don't have to do this all over other social media because I already automated that. Just to save us the trouble of, you know, spending like an hour just telling people, hey, are you ready to start streaming, man? Okay, let's put it here. Okay, there we go. Discord done. Let's do the Instagram and we're good to go. Okay. Okay, let me change here. Okay, let me share that here as well. You can start typing songs that you want me to do in the chat for the freebies, okay? In case you're new here, we always do, for each video game music request stream, we always do 45 minutes of free requests at the beginning of the stream. So you just have to type a song in the chat and we will choose one randomly to do. And we will, you know, we'll listen to it, we do some commentary and whatnot, and then we choose another one until the 45 minutes are done. Okay, let me copy this. Let's go to Instagram. Hey Deadhead, what's up? Paragon, what's up? Hey Red Nova. Okay, here we go. Let's share this here. All right, let's put the link to the stream here. Let me see here. Okay, copy link. YouTube. Done. There we go. Oh shit. Okay, put this here as well. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, thank you Deadhead for the 2. Borislav, that's the composer of Baldur's Gate 3, most famously, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, let me actually put the timer this time. I always forget, sorry, to do that. This is working, right? Yeah, it is working. Let's put 45 minutes here. There we go. I'll add your request to the list. I suppose I could actually do that right now, being that it's just one so far. Let's see here. Okay. We actually have a pending track from the previous stream, which is a Crisis track. But we will listen to that after we do the freebies, of course. Okay. Let's see what we have here in the chat so we can start doing it. Oh, let me open my trusty notepad to aggregate the songs that we're going to do for free to the database as well. Okay, Pain is Salvation, Europa Universalis. Okay. Let's check that one out. Okay, here we go. With lyrics and translations. Okay. This is a little bit too long for freebies, but I'll allow it this time. Let's see. Sorry, the volume was insanely high. I just noticed. A song that's 6 is okay. No, it's not. I'm just allowing this one time. But no, it's too long. I mean, for freebies, no. For pay to win, sure. I should start clarifying on streams that the songs can't be longer than something for the freebies. So I'll start doing that from this point forward. What language is this? Is that German? No, that's it's like interchanging. Okay, that looks more like Latin, but there's some things that, like in Gottlieb here, sure, That looks like German. It's like interchanging into German, I don't know, Italian, Latin, I don't know. Oh, that brass section was sick there, mate. Oh, well, it does say on the bottom which language it is. What a dummy, right here. Lucifer. Middle High German. Oh, so it's not only in German. It's also like also in different dialects from all German, Greek. That's actually pretty badass. Okay, English, yes. I want to know what's the other one. Italian, yeah, I did say there was Italian. Il dolore e salvezza. And Latin. I was right. That section in the brass is so good. Let me hear that again. Oof. The 30 Years War theme. I think the song is really interesting. Oh shit, I forgot to put the... Okay. 40 minutes. Put it here. Here's the thing about the storytelling of the track, right? Europa Universalis is like a grand strategy game set in Europe, of course. The fact that we have the lyrics in German, in Middle High German, Italian, English, and Latin is basically like a cultural representation of the whole concept of the whole religious concept in the song, because, well, you have to remember that Protestant Christianity came from Germany. Catholic Christianity came from Italy. Well, English is still, you know, a Christian, England, Great Britain, a Christian lands, and Latin, of course, being the language of the Catholic Church. But we also had Greek, which is not mentioned here. but Greek is obviously the language of Greece, and Greece and at the time was the Byzantine Empire, you know, were the founders of the Orthodox Church of Christianity. So you have basically all the languages in which all the different forms of Christianity were founded. And if you read the lyrics, well, it's obviously pretty much a liturgical religious theme all overall. And pain is salvation is pretty much like a motif of the very symbol that we see here in the picture, which is the crucifixion of Christ, right? And the extremely grueling, how can you say it, excruciating pain that he went through to, you know, according to the story, right? To grant us salvation from all the humanity sins that they have committed so far. So I think it's very creative that the composer decided to do it in so many multiple languages, including Middle High German, which I'm going to research that after the stream ends, because I want to know where in time that pertains to. And dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, let's actually let me add this to the list. I forgot about that. Let me see here. Okay, add it to the list. Okay, let me see what else we can do. Let's see. Okay, thank you so much, Jonathan, for the 10. I'll add it to the queue in a second. Resident Evil 2 Remake Super Tyrant theme. Okay, let's check that out. The Ultra Kill new layer. I saw that. The reason why I asked you why Ultra Kill was in early access still was because I saw that they did release something new on X. Resident Evil 2 Remake Super Tyrant theme in-game version. Okay, let's see. Hey, Firesdale, what's up? Hey, Hawker, welcome back, mates. Well, you obviously have the articulations going hard, you know? Spiccato here. Very aggressive rhythm in the strings. Lower strings, that is. Which makes it more menacing. Thank you, Cole, for the 5. I appreciate it, mate. I'll add it to the queue in a second. It relaxes a little bit the threshold of threat here. But you can see how the... or here, more or less, how the strings are soothing in again with the threat. That rhythm is super aggressive. Sometimes it even sounds like a Dark Souls track with the choirs. Have you listened to Bury the Light yet? Yeah, I actually did a dedicated video for that song a long time ago. Speaking of Resident Evil, any of you lads are playing Resident Evil Requiem? I hear that it is pretty good. You can hear that the rhythm turn itself a little bit more into the mid-range of the strings, which increases the tension of the song. It doesn't make it here, for example, you hear it more in the lower strings. When it's in the lower strings, okay, oh shit, I missed the other one, Jonathan, sorry. Thank you for the 8 super chat, Jonathan, for the Shattering Circle, and thank you for the 6 super chat for... Oh, another Boneworks song? Damn. That soundtrack, I need to hear more of the soundtrack, mate, because those songs that you requested on the previous stream were pretty sick. Both of them went to my playlist. Well, what I was explaining here about the strings is that when you have strings that are on the lower register, right here, like right here, they have a lot of attack, and certainly they are exerting an amount of energy that amounts to a threshold of threat. But since they are in the lower, range of the strings, it creates a more darker tone. But when you're playing the rhythm in a, let's say in a higher register, but not in a super high one, but more in the mid-range, it's not so much about another song from... We don't get a lot of those Punishing Great Raven tracks. Thank you, Sound, for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. So when you go to a higher range, to the higher range of the strings, it ditches a little bit of the darkness of the low strings, of the low end of the strings, but it trades it for higher tension. So the higher you go with the strings, the more tension it gets. It has to do with the pitch of the notes. The higher the note is, it exerts more tension. It's like a natural reaction that humans have with with the difference of the pitches, that I should say. Yeah. Okay. What else would you like me to do as a freebie? Let's see. Type it in the chat. Let me add this to the list here that we did actually do this. as the freebies. There you go. All right. Arknights Endfield. Okay, Arknights. Let's check the Arknights one. We haven't done any anime today so far. We don't want to we don't want to not do them, right? It's almost like we're gonna have an anime one. Okay, watching the Link Waters. Is it this one, Hawke? The first one? Yes, okay, let's check it out. Move on. Oh shit. It was hard. Thank you for the coffee, Conkel. I'll add it to the queue in a second. Okay. It's super short, but okay. Well, here's the thing. We have like 3 sections for the song. The first one is somewhat synthetic, right? We have a lot of... It almost sounds like it has a trailer quality to it because of the percussion that is used. So it sounds a little bit like trailer music at the beginning, which I guess it's on purpose because it's like they want to hype you up with the beginning cue. And now you have more of a synthetic bass with a slight Asian tone to it with that solo instrument. I don't recognize the language. Is that Japanese or Chinese? I don't know. This game is Chinese, right? So maybe it is Chinese. I mean, these names are Chinese for sure. Yeah, it's probably that. And then it explodes into the metal part. Shit. Gotta say that riff, it's pretty sick, mate. Dun, 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 dun. The only unfortunate thing is that the song is super short, so I don't know if this is supposed to be like a teaser for a longer track. It does say here that is Shuang Fang Yi intro theme. So this is an intro song, but it would be cool if they actually took some of the cues in the song and elaborated a full song out of those. Like for example the metal riff, it's pretty sick. And the production is insane, mate. Holy shit. And of course the boobas. But here's the thing, right? Like the resolution of the track is more organic because it's more organic. So it has more strings, piano. So it's a little bit of a contrast in between this section here and this section over here. Let me add this to the freebie list. Okay, what else would you like me to do as a freebie? Type in the chat. We still have time. Still have 22 minutes. We have plenty of time to listen to our music. Let's see it. Down, bam, 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 bam. Dragon Valor. Okay, let me see what this is. I've never seen this before. Dragon Valor. Well, let's figure out what this is. I've never heard of this. Okay, I figure I wouldn't know. This looks like a very niche retro game from the PlayStation 1. Which one is it though? This is 4 minutes. This is 244, 243. I suppose it's the 244 one. And this one just loops. That would be my guess. This has 80,000 views. So I'm guessing that's the OG track. Let's listen to this one. Oh my god, this reminds me of a rock band from the 80s called Alcatraz. Oh my god, again! Did you hear it? Tell me that you hear that. Tell me that you heard that. Tell me. Let's see it. Around here. We have to do it. We have to do it. Chrono Trigger. Lake. Oh shit. Again. I think there's going to come a point in which there is no single video game music stream that we do that we don't get to listen to the Chrono Trigger Lake, mate. Thank you for the 5 coffee, Conkel. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, it's unavoidable at this point. Not again, yeah. We'll do a little bit of an A/B comparison here with the song that I'm telling you, but we have to listen to a tiny little bit of it because Otherwise, I'm gonna get clapped with copyright. It's not exactly the same, the riff, but it's kind of similar. Let me guess, this is a JRPG. Am I right? It's a hack and slash. Okay, well, most of the games that have the Chrono Trigger link are JRPGs. This is out of the rule. Thank you so much for the 10 coffee, Nova. I'll add it to the queue in a second. Okay, let's see if we can do the comparison. Let's listen. Okay, let's listen to the. Okay, that's the main riff, right? There is this band from the 80s called Alcatraz. I think the song is Yet to Yet. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is not the song, but let's hear it. Oh, it is. It is similar, right? Let's listen to this. It's not exactly the same, obviously, but it has a similarity to it. It's very similar riff. It's not a one-to-one, but it's pretty similar. It's kind of crazy that there's actually something interesting here, because by the time the PlayStation came out, you know, you could have actual music files. You didn't have to work in MIDI anymore. But there were a bunch of Japanese games that still retain the tradition of doing video game music in MIDI. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is a really good example, right? Because Final Fantasy VII came out in the PS1, but still wanted to make the music in MIDI, while there's other you know, PlayStation 1 games that went more with licensed music, with music that is not MIDI for the soundtrack. Especially, I think racing games, some racing games in PS1, sports games for sure went the licensing music all the way, like FIFA, NHL, NBA, all that jazz. Okay, so let's see what else we can do as a freebie here. Breath of Fire. Okay, let's check this out. Wait, did I add this to the playlist? I did not. Okay, let's listen to Breath of Fire. We'll listen to, okay, kind of feel that need to recruit for West. Oh yeah, I should actually talk about that, Firesdale. Thank you for reminding me. Give me 1 second. I just need to flush my nose. Yeah. Okay. Let's listen to Breath of Fire. I'll do the recruiting after we finish the freebies. I don't want to take time from the buffer time of the freebies to talk about that. I'll do that after the freebies are done. Okay, let's check this out. Man of War battle theme. Bless you, thank you. Oh! Yeah, this song is World Music 101. That's a sitar, by the way. Man of War, Fall Loose. You know, to be honest, I think this is actually mixing MIDI with actual real instruments, because the performance in the sitar, it sounds way too complicated to be something that is programmed in MIDI. Even though it has a little bit of a synthetic sound, it's still, the performance is way too human to be MIDI. So this is kind of curious, right? Because I was just talking about how some PlayStation 1 games went the whole MIDI route. The whole soundtrack is MIDI. And now you have a song that is kind of mixing MIDI with real instruments. And I think, for example, in this case, the real instrument is the sitar. Again, because the performance is way too human. And I will have to do my research, but I don't think you could humanize a MIDI sitar to perform that way. It sounds way too human of a performance for it to be a MIDI instrument. But who knows? Maybe the composer who made this was like a mega master at programming sitar, and he was able to make it sound very human. Who knows? What I love about Breath of Fire 4 is that you can transform into different dragons. This song sounds obviously more Asian, Indian territory, you know? I mean, the sitar is pretty much a given, right? And the percussion, but yeah. I just want to put it out there. Okay, let's listen to Baba Yidu from Civ 4. Let's check that out. How much time we have left? 9 minutes. Okay, we have more than enough. Let's do a couple more tracks. Baba Yebu. Wait, isn't this the main theme from Civ 4? I think I've heard this. Sounds like walking through the marketplace in a modern western city. It sounds more like you're walking through the chaos of Mumbai or something. Oh yeah, I've heard this before. Yeah, this is an iconic track. I mean, I think we have listened to this on stream before, and I've listened to this song on my own before as well. Because I have played Civilization since Civ 3, I think. I think Civilization 3 was the first Civ that I... No, I think the first one was Civ 2. The first Civ that I played. I wonder if the same composer is still doing the... No, I think they changed him. It's not Christopher anymore. I think it's another lad that's making the soundtracks. The British Empire. Oh, it's the War for Independence. My bad. Well, it was the war was against the British. To be fair, the British Empire. It's not on the list. Well, the reason it's not on the list is because there is a bunch of songs. I mean, we started doing the list, I don't know, after mid of last year. So we had like 5 or 4 months of songs that we didn't aggregate to the list, unfortunately. Sounds like cultural victory. That's true. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, lads. When I play Civilization, I don't go for military victories. Almost never. It would have to be a very small map, because just managing so many military units in the map, like one turn in a mid-size 4-player map, when you have grown your economy and your armies, it's like painfully slow to do, because you have to move. Well, you can have stacks, but yeah, you have many stacks around the map, and you just have to move them individually, and it's just a pain in the ass, mate. I'll tell you, if you enjoy military victories in Civilization, bless you. But me, myself, I hate them. I hate them. They are so boring. It takes so much time. I would rather have cultural victory all the time. Cultural or religious victory as well works, but yeah. Okay, let me see what else. What else would you like me to do as a freebie? I think we have 5 minutes. You can either get 2 2-minute songs or 1 5-minute song. Okay, Limbus Company. Okay, let me check that out. The only video game music to win a Grammy, in case I remember correctly. No, actually... well, maybe... maybe back in the day... Okay, thank you, Conkel, for the 6 coffee. Appreciate it, mate. Ash, maybe back in the day, it was a huge feat from Civilization to win a Grammy, because back in the day, they didn't have a category for video games. But now they have a dedicated category for video game music. I think they have been doing it since 2023, I think. Last year, Austin Wintory won with Sword of the Sea, and you know, there was a bunch of people that was complaining that obviously Expedition 33 wasn't even nominated. but at least we have a dedicated category for video game music on the Grammys right now. Okay, let's listen to Limbus now. Limbus Company. Okay, let's check that out. So maybe at one point in time, Civilization was the only game that ever won a Grammy, but that is not the case anymore. Okay, let's check this out. Canto 4, Boss 1. That change in the chord progression is so Eastern. Thank you for the 5, Firesdale. Appreciate it, mate. I'll add it to the queue and, after we finish the freebies. Like the whole track is anchored to that piano lick there, to that pedal note lick in the piano. Boss 1 battle theme. This is a battle theme from a boss, though. It sounds oddly triumphant for being a boss theme, to be fair. This is a tragic boss. I mean, I can hear it more towards the final part of the song here, but not so much at the beginning. I mean, I can hear more the... just right on time. I mean, the pedal note lick, the pedal note piano lick here. Wait, what? Oh my god. The piano just disturbed. Let me reopen it again. Okay. This is a tragic boss yes, this is one of my favorite boss fights in the game. It's a fight against someone who wants to eradicate modern technology and send everybody back to simpler times. This fight is more of a put of a miserable and desperation want to rest. I mean, I can hear I don't hear like a tragedy as in something insanely painful. It's more like I'm trying to look for the right word to describe this. But it's not like an insanely excruciatingly painful tragedy. It's more. Let me keep listening. Like you can hear even some laughs here and there. So, you know, those samples with the laughs are more about a bittersweetness of reminiscing of memories or something like that. That's what I hear. It's bittersweet. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like there's points of the song that it sounds more like that has a more triumphant sound. Maybe because it is trying to highlight those memories and the joy that the memories bring the character or something. But the base of the whole storytelling is that piano lick right here. So it retains that storytelling thread throughout the whole track, and it kind of put things on top of it. You see, so that's a little bit melancholic. It's not like tragic, like ah. Here the storytelling changes. Damn, another Boneworks OSC. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it, mate. You hear it right here that the storytelling changes a little bit into more of the joy of those memories that I was talking about, since we heard those laughs samples before. It does have a struggle in it as well, because it's almost like you're trying. I think I talked about a track that has a very similar storytelling to this, in which there's the joy of retaining the memory of something, but also the struggle to retain them, because it costs you pain. So I'm gonna give you like an example, right? For example, if you lose a person that you loved a lot, let's say your grandma or something, you're going to retain those memories of the times that you spent with her, the ones that, you know, really made a difference in your life. But by retaining them, you know that every so often, especially at the beginning, but at a later stage of your life, you're going to remember, oh, I did this. This reminds me of that time I did this with my grandma. And you're going to remember it in a joyful way, because you kind of went through the process of grieving. But at the same time, it's going to cost you a little pain, because, well, she's not there anymore. It's like the pain never goes away, but it's like the trade that you make for having the memory. Like, you can have the memory as long as you have the pain, something like that. It is intertwined in between each other. something like that. Okay, let's start with the pay to win. But before I do that, okay, thank you for the 10 coffee, Conkel. I appreciate it, mate. Before we start with the pay to win, I just want to invite you all, because you don't know, we're going to do incredibly competitive video game music tournament next week. We are going to put Western video game music against Eastern video game music. That's right. We are going to see a titanic battle in between Western composers and Eastern composers. That means, like, for example, you're gonna have the composer of Halo against the composer of Zelda, the composer of Dragon Age against the composer of Final Fantasy, and so on and so forth. So here's the thing. We need we're almost filled the entire people that we need. The Eastern team is already full, but we need 3 more people for the West. Now, I know a bunch of you are a bunch of wretches that are weeps, and you would like to participate in the Eastern team. That is a given. But the Eastern team is full. But I do know that some people here have a more balanced diet of video game music. And I know some of you actually listen to Western composers as well as Eastern composers. So, if you want to participate in this community-based tournament, you just have to go to my Discord. I'm going to leave it here. Right? Go to the East versus West tournament thread in general and type type West, and I'll add you to the team. We only need 3 more people. That's it. It's not like we need a lot. 3 more people and we're good to go. All right? Also, Metal Gear Rising track belongs to the West, right? Yes, because the composer that did that track is a Western composer. Remember, it's not the game, it's the composer. So, yeah, in that case, Metal Gear Rising is indeed a Western track. I would, but I don't have time for next Friday. Okay, well, the thing is that you don't have to be on the stream to participate. I should actually have clarified that at the beginning. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Conkel, for the 35, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, let me clarify this. You can be a part of the tournament and not be on the stream. I just want to point that out. I also clarified this in the post that I made on my social media and Discord, but since I'm inviting you here today on the stream, and I didn't clarify that, you can be a part of the team and nominate the songs that you want for the tournament, but you don't have if you can't be on the stream for the tournament, that's okay. That's okay. You can watch it in the VOD, or even if you don't want to watch it on the VOD, that's fine. We just need people to participate in the tournament. So you don't have to be in the stream to be considered, to be able to participate on the tournament. That's what I'm trying to say. So again, just to finalize the whole invitation to the tournament, I'm going to mention that again. We need 3 more people for the West team. You just have to go to my Discord. The link is in the chat. Go to the general chat. There's a thread called East versus West tournament thread. Type West and I'll add you to the team. All right? That's it. Okay, so let me start adding the songs that we have for today to the list. We also have one from T-Bone from last week. Let me see here. Okay, let me see. We have Borislav. Okay, we have Deadhead. Okay, I added the Deadhead one already. Jonathan with a 10. Ultra Kill. Okay, let's put it here. Superchat pending. All right. Frostpunk 2 from Cole. Okay. Cole. The Shattering from Jonathan. Jonathan, The Shattering. Okay, there we go. Bond theme from Bondworks from Jonathan as well. Okay. Jonathan. Super chat. There we go. Punishing Rain Grey Raven from Sane. Okay, there we go. Boneworks OST. Again. Okay, there we go. Jonathan. Okay, that's all the super chats that we have so far. Let me see in the coffee section. Hey, Cody, what's up? He's alive, lads. He's alive. Okay, let me see what we have in coffee then. Let's see. What the hell? My page, please. Okay, let's see here. The first one that we got was from Conkel. Jeremy Soule, Disorder in Order. Okay, there we go. Pending. Coffee. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Okay, give me 1 second. Oh shit! It was Paragon who did the Sendless Son Zero. I thought it was Conkel. It was Paragon. I said Conkel. Sorry. Thank you, Paragon. It's not Conkel. It's Paragon. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. This is for 7. Okay. We also have Pokemon X and Y. Gym Leader Battle Theme. Okay. There we go. We also have Limbus Company Intervallo 1 and 2. Okay, this is from Red Nova. All right. Next is Conkel again with DBC Budokai 1. Conkel. Yeah, there we go. Festival of Immortals from Firesdale. Okay. Atelier Jeremy, a dramatic encounter. I actually did like a couple of dedicated videos for Atelier tracks in my YouTube channel. I don't remember which songs they were. Let me check just in case, because there could be a possibility that they are repeated on the stream, but I will check nevertheless. Okay, and Paragon, I guess, okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you have 5 songs Paragon here. You want me to divide that in 5 parts, I guess. Okay. Oh, Far Cry 3. Thank you, Hawke. Okay, I'll add it to queue in a second. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's actually divide this. Then 35 in between 5. $7 each. Okay, fantastic. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Aragon, Kofi, pending, Honkai, Impact. Okay, let's check this out. Honkai, Sendless on 0. We don't actually get a lot of that, which is surprising because I thought Sendless on 0 would be, it's like a pretty popular game, but maybe the people don't like the music that much, I guess. I don't know. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. And Master Duel Complete Theme. I guess that's from Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. Okay. Awesome. I'll add your last request, your last super chat right now, Hawke. And with that, we're going to start doing the freebies. Okay, I'll add it to the queue right now. Thank you. Was that Conkel? I think it was. Let me check. Yeah, it was Conkel. Okay. Okay. Far Cry 3. There we go. Far Cry 3. And Angela Dusk. There we go. Angela Dusk. Let me check that out. 6. Conkel. Kofi. Pending. Okay. Awesome. We're good to go. Let's start listening to them now. The first one that we have in the queue is, well, the Far Cry track. Okay, let's check that out. Let's see. Okay. Brian Tyler, I'm sorry. Far Cry 3, right? Yeah. All right, here we go. 9.8. I did play this game, but it was such a long time ago that I probably don't remember the music at all. Let's see. There's a shit ton of Atelier games with a fuckload of tracks. I forgot to check the atelier. Okay, when we get to your when we get to your request, I'll check which atelier songs I've done in the channel. Oh, that change there was sexy. Oh. And then... You see, this is a very essential Western approach to music. You hear how simple it is, but it's just so beautiful. This is a very good example of how Western composers approach melody as opposed to Eastern composers. Not that Eastern composers don't do this kind of things or approach melody this way, but they do it most of the time, 98% of the time, differently than this. Thank you for the coffee, Conkel. I'll add it to the queue in a second. Even in the vocal melody, you know, you hear the theme in the vocal melody, and it's super simple. In an Eastern song, type of song, the melody would actually probably not be this this simple, and it will iterate and become a phrase and elaborate even further. Here in Western music, it's more about just having one theme or one melody and just maybe doing a phrase in a section, but it retains the core melody and just stays in that box, so to speak. Like that's the thing, and then it descends. Actually, it's lower. Over here. Yeah. When was this game released? Let me see. Backlogged. Was this released in 2009 or something? I forgot. 2012 actually. Okay. 2012, yeah. Yeah, I played the game, but I don't remember the music at all. 2012. Let me put my mind in 2011, 2012. You know, at 2010, 2011, 2012, the hipster, I don't Okay, thank you so much, Hockey. I appreciate it, mate. I'll add it to the queue in a second. I was about to say that I don't know if any of you is old enough to remember the time where hipster culture was very popular, at least in the United States, and well, the United States is exports culture as well, so that became kind of a thing worldwide, at least in the Western Hemisphere. And you know, you had this whole Starbucks hipster culture. We had very popular bands like MGMT, you know, all these hipster bands that were very popular. MGMT, Tame Impala, what's the other thing? God damn it. Gautier was very hipster. So we had all these hipster movies as well that had Michael Cera as one of the main characters, you know, the actor. It was a point in time, you know what I mean? This kind of reminds me of that particular time because very specifically because of the percussion, the drums, the drum pattern in the song. Kind of the sad vibes in it. It sounds like it's somewhat, you know, influenced by that hipster era of music that was very popular at the time. I can hear your mom in the Far Cry. All Far Cries is mid. Get the hell out of here. I think Far Cry 3 was a fantastic game, mate. I had a lot of fun with that game. I played the second one and the third one, and the third one. Maybe you played the newer ones that you don't like them. That's fair, but this one is one of the best FPS games that I've ever played. Anyway, let me add the new request that I got here from Conkel on Kofi. Stains Gate OST, okay. Let me put it here in the list. Conkel. Let me put it here. Coffee pending. There we go. And we also have one from Hawke. Dawn of Hope. Okay, let me add it here. 12.8. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you, Hawker, for the 11 super chat, mate. Appreciate it. Might as well just add that right now. The Elder Scrolls, the City Gates. Amir, I mean, Mr. Soule. It is unfortunate what happened with Mr. Soule, because I don't know if you know this, but the whole drama and why Jeremy Soule kind of disappeared from the public eye. I don't even know if he's still making music or not. Was because he was accused of SA. Okay, I can say it on YouTube. But I don't think it was ever proven that he did that. He was just someone just said he abused her, but it was never proven that he did. But you know, with this kind of things, people already kind of reject you just by the accusation. So, and I probably at the time that this happened, it was even worse than now. Nowadays, people is more is a little bit more they doubt a little bit more, but at the time it was a different time. So he kind of disappeared from the public eye, and he also had like some sort of a drama because he was supposed to make like a solo album, and the album took a long time to make, and I don't even know if he ever released the album or not. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that happened to him, you know, because he was and is still, because the music's still there, a fantastic composer. Anyways, let me add this here. As a matter of fact, there is a very good video in YouTube that kind of explains that. I think it was Alas that made that video. What happened to Jeremy Soule or something like that, it's called. I will recommend that you watch that video in case you're wondering what happened after the whole thing. Jeremy Soule, what happened to Jeremy Soule or something. What happened to Jeremy Soule or something. I think that's one. Oh yeah, this video. The disappearance of Jeremy Soule. This is a video from a year ago. This video is actually really good. This is the video that I watched and kind of, you know, understood what really happened. And look at that. And Jeremy Soule accused of it with no supporting evidence whatsoever. This was 6 years ago, lads. 6 years ago. And that's what I was talking about, right? So there you go. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Anyways, let's keep listening to the songs that we have in the queue, all right? Let me see here. The next... Okay, well, the next one that we have is Dawn of Hope. Might as well just listen to that. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is from Metro Exodus. This is the last one that they did, right? Because the first one is Metro 2033, I think. The second was his Last Light, and the next one was this one, the Exodus one. Okay, let's check this out. Far Cry 2 was cool for its time. Well, I don't know if Far Cry... That's true. I don't know if the older Far Cry games still hold up. Probably not. My favorite Far Cry was 2. Yeah. The second one was really good as well. Oh god. These melodies are so good, mate. You have another example of Western music containing to one particular theme. They don't iterate on it, converting it into a phrase or anything like that. They go for simplicity. I think I'm adding this to a playlist, mate. That theme in the violin is... And listen, I don't... You know, I've said multiple times on stream that the violin is not necessarily my favorite string instrument from the string section. It is actually the cello. But you can't deny that the main theme of the song sounds incredible in the violin. It's probably the best instrument for this particular, for the storytelling of this particular song to be played in that, and not in the cello. Although the cello could work as well, but it will be way darker. I played all the Metro games like 2 years ago. Well, actually I'm lying, because they did release a VR game. I didn't play that. But the main line, you know, 2033... Last Light and Exodus, I played all of them. Exodus, like the Metro games, is all about doom and gloom. It's a grim, dark game. And, you know, there is a lot of isolation in the game. Yeah, there's some parts in which you go into hubs in the Metro area where people are sheltered. And you find some NPCs here and there. But for the most part, you're pretty isolated. And also the game, even when you are in the company of other people, of other NPCs, it still feels extremely isolating because of the whole nuclear winter and whatnot. So the storytelling here, it's like it's completely aligned with that premise. That's why we have like a solo violin doing the main theme, because it's the whole vibe of the song is about isolation, but the storytelling is about the doom and gloom of the world. One of the best story games. It is a fantastic game, yeah. Okay, thank you Deadhead for the super chat, mate. Appreciate it. Listen, you only have, in this section, you only have the violin playing. That's why it is so powerful to hear. Because it's not only creating a huge sense of intimacy with the storytelling of the character itself and the world, but also is like a double entendre, if you want to say it that way, to how desolate the world is. I mean, if you have played the Metro games, you know that sometimes you go out there, out of the, even both inside the Metro and outside the Metro, it's extremely isolating and deserted. In some ways, it is a horror game as well. So I think this song is perfectly encapsulates that, both of those things, because most of the time you're alone, facing this brutal world. Yeah, thank you so much, Hawker. I'll talk to you in a second. Oh my god, I need to get another piano application. This always derps. Thank you, Conkel, for the 3 coffee, man. Appreciate it. Okay, let me play this. So it's that's the theme right there. And it just stays in that pocket. And that's one of the things why Western compositions, in my opinion, are more memorable sometimes than Eastern ones, because the Eastern composers, like I said, well, it does have its exceptions, of course, like Koji Kondo does this kind of things. Very specifically for Zelda, for example, he did very simple melodies that just are in the pocket, you know, and they are very memorable because not only are they masterfully crafted, but they don't iterate too much for you to kind of lose them in the memory, you know. You can sing them; they retain themselves very good in the memory. So that's why I think when it comes to Western music, they have that in their favor, in my opinion. It's beautiful. Okay. I even read the books on Holy. They are good. Well, that's the common conception, right? That the books are always better than the adaptations, be it in the video games or movies. They could make a movie out of the Metro games, to be honest. It's perfect material for that. Especially for people that kind of like the more of the horror, This is not a horror game, but it does have elements of that. I will say though that my favorite Metro game is Last Light. I didn't like that Metro Exodus was an open world. That they did the open world thing. I didn't like that too much. I liked more the linear approach of Last Light and, well, Metro, the first Metro. Yeah. I liked Last Light more. Last Light is my favorite Metro game. Okay, so let me add the new requests that we have here. Okay. Let me see here. We have In the House from Deadhead. Okay. All right. Let's put it here. And we have Jin from League of Legends. Okay. Dirty. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Hawke. Let's put here. And we also have one from Kofi, right? Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth from Conkel. Okay. There we go. No problem, I got you, Deadhead. Okay. All right, let's see what we have next. Let's listen to... sorry, let me sort this out. Actually, Jin. Let's listen to Jin now. All right. Awesome. Let's check the League of Legends ones. League of Legends. Jin the Virtuoso. Let's check that out. Went to a little bit dark there in that change in the chord progression. We have again a solo instrument here to create intimacy with the track. Man, this part is actually so good. I think this is even better than the previous cue. Just with the choir and the string solo instrument. Okay, Conkel, thank you so much. Okay, so this track has like two parts. That it has two sides of storytelling for the character. I should say the first one is the most, you know, epic, on the nose, in your face one, in which the composer is using the actual samples or sound effects of the, you know, the weapon that he has. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a rifle or a shotgun or something, in which you hear him, in which you hear reloading and shooting, and he's using that as those sound effects of the weapon as a percussive element in the music. This is nothing new. You can hear that plenty of times. They do a lot of that in trailers nowadays. So I think the first half of a song, or the first cue, is more about his prowess as a warrior, right? As a sharpshooter or something like that. It's all about that. And it's almost like he's this master level assassin or some shit like that. Like he's an impending doom whenever he comes and you know, has like a contract or something. He's like really good at what he does with his weapon. Jinjin is a meticulous criminal psychopath who believes murder is art. Damn. Well, I was talking about he having a contract or something, and that I suppose I was kind of right then. Okay, so here's the thing. You have that first part, right? But you also have these completely juxtaposed cue in which is more about the finesse in which he performs the things that he do, but also he could be a tragic character as well. The song is also called Jin the Virtuoso, so he's probably not only the virtuoso in terms of, he's a virtuoso in what he does, right? Like he sees murder as an art or whatever. So he's a craftsmanship of death, let's say. Let's put it that way. But we also have you know, this solo in the violin, which is like a double meaning of the term the virtuoso. Virtuosity in classical music often is associated with the violin players. It has been that way for the longest time. If you you know, the violin players are the ones that did the crazy arpeggios, all the crazy shit was always done in the violins. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. Wlit, yes. I'll add it to the queue in a second. I'm going to wrap up my theory about this character. Okay, so they introduced this solo in the violin here to kind of support the idea of him being the virtuoso that he is as a master craft, or as a master craftsman of death, so to speak, in the song. So if you ask me, I think the best part of the song is actually this part, like the second half, when we hear only the choir and the solo string instrument. Because I think it's the more refined and intelligent way of telling telling a side of the storytelling of this character than this is. This is more for normies to get hyped about the character. But I think for a music lover and as a composer as well as myself, this part right here is what actually hits in the feels, you know, about the character itself. He has his own theme for his ultimate. He has his own theme for his ultimate. And everything about him revolves around the number 4. Number of bullets in his gun, abilities, shots in his ultimate, colors in his outfit, letters in his name, and so on. Okay. Well, the song is in 4/4, at least this part, so it kind of makes sense that they would do the song in 4/4. Okay, thank you, Hawker, for the super chat. I'll add it to you in a second. Let me see. Let me hear. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So you also have the thematic of the number 4 being a thing of the character as well. 4 bullets, 4 ability slots, 4 shots in the ultimate into the measures, you know, the time signature of the song, which is a very common time signature. Like most of the songs that you will ever hear in your life are in 4/4. So it was almost like such an easy motif to do for the character, I guess. Okay, so let's add the new tracks that we have that were requested here. Let's see. Great Hollow. I don't know if we actually did that. Let me see here. We have done some Night Rain tracks. Let me check right here. Okay, we did Dredge Lord. We did Weapon Bequeathed Harmonia. And we did Elden Ring The End. And also, I should add, there's a couple of other songs that we have done from Night Rain, but we haven't done that. We did Libra, that's the one. Okay, thank you all too. Appreciate it, mate. Okay, let's add the ones that we have here then. Great Hollow. Let's add that. Where are you? Right here. I think I'm going to close the requests for today, lads, okay? Let me just finish adding the songs here. Delete. Okay, thank you all too. I appreciate it, mate. I'll add it right now. La Mulana. Okay, there we go. Let me see here. And also another one from La Mulana. Okay, let me check here. La Mulana, there we go. Okay, let me see what we have in kofi. Okay, let's requests are closed for today. That's the total I'm going to accept for today. Okay, that one from Hawk is the last one, okay? Okay, the million one is the last one that I'm going to accept for today. Okay, Deadhead, I'm going to leave the Binding of Isaac one for the next stream, okay? You came just a little bit too late. Like 2 seconds too late. Okay, let me see what we have here in kofi so we can continue listening to some music. Okay, add $2 to the last request. Okay, so you want me to add $2 to Hyperdimension Neptunia? So that would make it 5, and the rest is for Dondonpachi. So that would be 5 for Hyperdimension and 7 for Dondonpachi. Okay. Let me see here where that is. Hyperdimension. Oh, right here. Okay. Okay, and 7 for Conkel right here. Dondonpachi. Okay, there we go.